Today, I'm going to be trying to break a disc golf world record at my home course.
The record I'll be trying to beat today is the 9-hole shorts at Buckner Park. The current best score for this layout is 25, and that's 6 under par. That means I have to shoot better than a 2.7 average on these 9 holes. All right, it's a beautiful day out today. First, we're going to get some warm-up in, but I'm excited to break this record. All right, gonna finish it with a little putting practice, and I think we'll be ready to go. Alrighty, so as you guys heard, we're doing the front 9 today. This is hole 1, par 3, 325, straight down there on the right. It's a very downhill, a little bit of star leopard action. Now, I don't expect to get this one. This is definitely a bonus birdie, but I would not be complaining if we did. Just gotta have a good backhand here. Might be too far right. Yeah, it's gonna be far right. It'll be okay. Should be par, but a little too far right for sure. Okay, so we didn't end up super duper far away. I don't know if you can see me over here. We ended right here in these bushes. So I'm probably gonna give this a little bid, but taking a bogey here would be catastrophic, so nothing too crazy. Nice. Very nice layup. Like I said, was not expecting a birdie on this hole, so that's par for the course. And then just a little tap out here will give us our first score of the day, and that's even through hole 1. Let's move on. Alrighty, we've arrived at hole 2. Par 3, 310. It's just straight into those woods. The lighting's a little weird, so you might not be able to see the hole actually. Here. Just right in there somewhere. I'm gonna be throwing a wraith here, even though it's kind of a strange idea. I just don't like to miss on distance, so I'm gonna try and take it out this right side and just have it crash in a little bit. Also, clarify, not expecting a birdie on this hole either, so we will see. Yeah, that actually might give us a bid. That's pretty good. Alrighty, here we are. There's definitely a birdie op here, for sure. I can say that for certain. It's gonna be a rough putt though. I have to lock in for this one. A little too left. That's okay. All good. Once again, not really expecting to score here. I'm gonna tap that out. Not expecting to score on these first 3, which I know doesn't really spell great for the rest of the course, seeing as I have to shoot 7 under to beat it. But there is an eagle opportunity, and I think it's definitely possible. More than just an opportunity, I'll say. Nice. All right, that's 2 pars. Not looking great for the record, but no bogeys. So it's still on the table for sure. Just gotta, buckle down and make it happen. Alrighty, we have arrived at hole 3. It's 380, straight down this hill. I'm gonna take it down, it's just gonna curve in that way. So as a lefty, you would think I don't have a very good shot here, but I'm a forehand main. So I'm just gonna send the forehand down the right side gap, and I usually get close, but I will say, once again, I'm not expecting a birdie here. That's high, man. That's not great. Alrighty, so here we are. We landed right past this concrete here. And I don't know if you can see the basket. It's pretty far ways down. But we're gonna try our best. Bogey here would be really not great at all. It might make it very difficult for me to end up scoring the record that we're looking for. Jump Firebird. Just gonna try and have it glide down there and crash. Get off that. Yep. I'll just crash. All right. Might be in the creek, but creek is casual. So if we can make the putt, we're good. Alrighty. So I don't know if you can see my disc. We're in a very interesting spot. I'm gonna set you guys up over here. I should be able to make this putt, but it is gonna be a little scary. I can't lie. Beautiful. That is what we needed for sure. So, as of now, we're looking at exactly how I expected it to be. So, take that as you will. With the score we have right now, I believe we'll have to take the eagle to have a chance. But once you see the hole, you'll see. It's an eagleable hole for sure. All right, here we are, hole 4. It's just 300, a little uphill, but I don't know if you can see the basket. Basically just straight ahead in between these trees. So with a forehand here, I usually get pretty close. This is a scary one because this was the first hole that I considered I will get a birdie, no matter what. So we have to lock in for this one. And that's gonna be great. That will give us a really, really great bid for that. Just gotta make the putt. All right, there's gonna be a couple of these this video, but this is our first make it or break it moment here. If I can make this putt, we will be on course. And if we miss this, we'll be great. We're gonna have to really make up some strokes somewhere. I don't even know where we could possibly do that, but here we go. Yes. Whew. Nice. That's great. That's really, really important. My putt has been not great recently. I've been trying to bring it back, and that was a big moment. Whew. All right, 1 under. We have broken the mold, broken the threshold. Alrighty. Here at hole 5, it's 335 par 3, straight down the middle there. You can see it. This is another hole that I usually have problems with, but I was like, you know what? I'll just birdie it for the challenge. You know, something slight. I'm gonna try a forehand through this little middle gap, have it flex a little bit, and try and end it right next to that basket up there. Let's see what we can do. Oh, that tree sucks. Okay. Gonna be a rough bid, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, so I'm kind of just not realizing how difficult this challenge might be for me. But if you get a little worried, stay tuned, because I will most likely be playing this 9 again after this. Hopefully with some retained knowledge and with another chance to actually break the record. Not saying this one is done for, but, you know, we'll see. All right, so here we are. Looks like maybe a 40-footer. pretty rough, but we're gonna try our best. I'm gonna definitely give this a run, because it's hard to go past super far on this basket. So we'll do a little jumper and hope for the best. Ooh, okay, very right. We're gonna tap that out. Not good, not great. Little water break, stay hydrated. All right, hole 6, par 4, about 500 feet uphill, straight ahead, where those trees all gather. Basket's about right in the middle. So, throwing a little boss, German Coley. I'm hoping to put this on as much ante as possible on forehand, and then have it just come back and land about right in the middle. Maybe at the basket, that'd be great. This is not the eagle hole, by the way, just so everyone knows. Not expecting to eagle this one, but I do need a birdie if I want this challenge to stay alive. Yeah, it's about where I usually land for birdie, so that should be good. We have landed here. Probably see the basket from here, just right up where those trees are. We are looking for a birdie here, which means I'm going to be throwing OTB Wraith forehand to try and have it crash down before the tree is what I've learned is usually better. So let's go for it. That's gonna be really left. Also, nowhere close to the basket. Well, you know, we'll see what we can do with that. Okay, here we stand again. That's another one of those make or break moments here. Now, this putt might be actually impossible for me, but we're definitely gonna try. You can't really tell from the camera, but I am so blocked by this tree. There's actually nothing I can do about it. Try and throw a floater ante and maybe have it come back in. We'll see, we'll see. We'll see what we can do here. Come on. Oh, you're kidding. You're kidding me. Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt really bad. That's the worst one so far, for sure. That was, it's actually even worse that I really didn't think it was going in at all, and it gave me hope. It gave me hope, but it's okay. That's a par, but that does really, really suck, because that would have been a great morale booster. So now, if I'm being honest, we're playing for the ace, guys. We're playing for the ace for the challenge. All right, we've made it to the eagle hole. But first, I want to say thank you to everyone who's made it this far. I'm an up-and-coming disc golf YouTuber, and any likes, any subscriptions, anything would be amazing. I appreciate it so much. It would do so much for the channel. Let's get on with it. So as you can see, actually you might not even be able to see the basket. This is hole 7, par 4, about 500 feet, but it is monstrably downhill. I mean, you could put a toddler up here and he could probably make it a couple hundred feet. So, gonna be throwing the Wraith again. Gonna have it flex super wide and gonna try to have it crash in right before that tree. Yeah, you have no clue what I'm talking about. Just throw the disc. Put the disc in the basket. That is so high. We're playing another round, guys. Just remember we're playing another round. Alrighty. So we landed about like 100 feet, probably, right here. Basket's right in there. I'm just going to say it now. I'm not going to play for the eagle. I'm going to try and just get birdie here and kind of consolidate the score. This challenge is going to be something that maybe we have to attempt over a couple weeks, to be honest, because I love these front 9 holes, and I would love to keep playing them for you guys if you enjoy it, for sure, because they're awesome. I just love them. Even though I can't score on most of them, but I digress. Just going to have a little zone, crash it in. That was good. A little skip. Yeah, that'll be fine. All right, hopefully we can take a birdie. The sneezer. All right, I'm gonna try and kind of speed through these last few holes, just because it's gonna be really hard to break the record with the pace we're at, especially now. Hey, stay tuned for the next 9 though. I swear I got it on the next 9 for sure. Hole 8, 565 dogleg left. I try to just make it to the gap. I've actually been able to birdie this hole for sure. It's a little hard, but I've started to get there. Let's just get on with it. Is that far enough? It's a little not far enough. I guess that means short. All right, I don't know if you can see it there. It's a little hidden in the bushes, but here's the dog leg. Haven't looked at the lie yet. We'll see. Champ Firebird.
Yeah, this is me editing. I had some of the worst shots I've ever seen in my entire life, so I'm just gonna edit out this whole hole.
This tee pad might look a little familiar. We're back on hole 1. So I didn't even play the 9th hole. I'll leave it. It'll be a surprise for you guys because there was no chance I was making the record. It was actually mathematically impossible. So we're here. We're back. And this time we're gonna get more birdies. I am realizing though, this challenge is definitely a challenge indeed. Interestingly enough. So I thought I would go wider, but that's really wide. We'll see. It'll be more open for sure. I won't be in the woods this time. Okay, so I'm actually not as left as I would have thought. It's not that horrible. So we're gonna see what we can do. I have realized that I'm definitely gonna need to run a lot of putts if I want to make this challenge happen. At my current skill level, at least. So we're gonna run this for sure. I'll do a little jumper. Hope it'll plop in. Oh, that's so far left. Oh, it was actually so close. Little tap out. Good stuff. On to hole 2. All right, we're back. Gonna see a different shot this time. I'm gonna try and go up the gut. I think that's one of the only ways I get a really, really good chance at birdie. So we're gonna go for it. Get off of that tree. That's a par. Here we are. Oh, gonna try a little jumper. Actually, might do a little forehand. Just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Get off that. Oh! Guys, help. All right, scenery might look a little similar. We didn't move up too far. Just die down. Whatever. Yeah, so somehow I'm gonna do worse than last time. That's crazy. I really probably shouldn't beat myself up over this. Just to clarify, I'm rated like 850. I'm probably playing like 850 disc golf, most likely. So, you know, I guess that's why they call it a challenge. You're not supposed to get on the first try. You're supposed to, you know, have a couple attempts here and there, and then eventually we will get this done. As long as you guys want to see it. Par. Wait, no, that's bogey. Oh, that's bogey. Bogey. All right, we're back here. This time I'm going to try and play this hole literally as aggressively as possible because there's no point in not doing that. We have a bogey, so. It's pretty good. Hopefully they got a really big skip and maybe we'll be somewhat of a birdie chance. All right, so we're actually pretty close. Right there, there's the basket there. Let's see if we can get a nice little bid on. Oh, a little high. That's okay. Par, par, par. All right, we're back here. If anything, try and get a little more left. That's all I have to say. We had a really good drive on this first time. So we'll see if we can do something similar to that. Yeah, that looks great. Yeah, that should be like on it. Look at this. What a great drive. A little tap. Good stuff. So I definitely think I had the right idea last time on this hole. I'm just gonna make sure we don't hit that tree. Be too far left. It's actually not that bad though. We might have a putt. Okay, so I was hating on this shot a lot, but it's actually, if you can see it, not bad at all. We're gonna try and put this in. Might be definitely a possible putt. Not my strong shoot, putting upwards, but see what we can do. Get in there. Oh, close. Little tapper. I mean, the one thing I can say is I feel like I've been pretty close. On a lot of these holes, birdie-wise, I've been pretty close. And like being pretty close to birdieing everything, if I can play a really great and consistent game of disc golf, I can beat this challenge. I wholly believe that with my heart, that I can beat this challenge. This time, I'll try the Wraith. I think I might be able to get a little bit more distance out of it instead of the Boss. The Boss is just a little too overstable. It just dies pretty quickly. So we're gonna try this. Yeah, I think that'll be a little bit further than what the Boss did, but not by that much. Just gonna throw the Wraith again, I think. Might be crushed. That's unfortunate. I mean, the good thing about that is, if it kept going, it was so far long. So don't worry about it. We did kick off this tree, but like I said, if we kept going, it would have skipped so far this way that not even worried about it. So a little camera shift. I realized that you guys couldn't see anything. Nah, I'll wait. All right, game time. Get in there. Oh, man. That was close. I mean, once again, I'll say it again. If anything, what these rounds have taught me is that if I can just get a little bit better at putting, I mean, it might just be over. It might just be one take. Because I feel like my drive's been great. I've been set up for a lot of really good birdie opportunities. Just the putting. The putting is the problem. So once again, the challenge is probably over by now. Just gonna try and make these holes just pretty quick. Height's better, but it's gonna be so left. Yeah, the height was good on that throw. Too far left, not enough ante. All right, here we are again. Yeah, alrighty. We landed right here. Nice. Hold late. Short. All right, this shot is way, way more like it. I don't know if you can see the basket in there, but we actually have a great line of sight here. So let's see what we can do. I'm hoping I can birdie this hole. That would be at least a great show of skill in the second round. That's gonna be left. Should have a putt though, I hope. Okay, so I was looking for this one. It actually ended up really great. We're here. There's the basket there. All right, this is definitely a makeable putt. Just have to lock in for it. Thorn City in here, literally. Oh, it's so close, man. That's all right. Little tap out. All right, here's our final hole, hole 9. I actually really like this hole. It's 390, up, dogwood left. My forehand is actually really great for it. I'll be throwing the wraith here. I usually can birdie this hole, so that's what we're gonna go for. Yeah, that'll be a great spot. All right, basket's right over there. We landed here. I'm gonna set you guys over here, see what we can do. Forehand zone. Nice. That's a birdie. That's big. Looky, looky here. Just a little tap out. It's big. Big bird. So I know we didn't reach the goal we were looking for. This challenge was hard, it really was. But if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe. Thank you everyone who made it this far. I'm an up and coming disc golf YouTuber. I'd love to make more content like this for you guys, but you know, I need the support to do so. If you have any ideas for me to do in the future, put them down in the comments. I'll definitely read the comments. I'll try to get back to everyone who comments down below. I think that's all I got. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. See ya.